If it makes my darling feel safe, then it's my job to fulfill that. It's also your job to fulfill other parts of me. Hello, and welcome to logs 3 and 4 of Klein. This is a Yandere dating sim in which your android boyfriend is very obsessed with you. If you haven't seen the first 2 chapters of my Klein playthrough, they are linked in the description box below. But without further ado, let's go see our Yandere android again. I also know Owl's route has also been updated, so I will do a video on Owl's as well. But for this one, we are focusing on Klein. Okay, we're gonna start from here. This is where the last video ended off. If you haven't seen that, that is linked in the description box below. But this is when the police comes and chats to us after Yale was found assaulted in his home. And it's very obvious that Klein was the one who did it. Yale, your friend. It's really such a shame. I feel sorry for him. Yeah, I stand in silence, wondering if the other officer still has something to say. We'd like to go over some questions with you about the situation, if that's alright. Your assistance will be valuable. We didn't expect it to take long. Don't you think they've asked enough questions by now? The officers clearly hears Klein's whisper, both their eyes shifting to him, yet they decide not to react. Well, tell Klein to tell them off. I give Klein a subtle nudge with my elbow, hoping for him to get the hint that I've had enough. His eyes narrow at the contact, clearly picking up on my disapproval towards the officers. Klein catches the message and nods, offering a smile to the officers. He steps forward, his presence towering beside me. Yandere wants you to leave. The officer's brow furrows in surprise and confusion at Klein's unexpected interference. This is a serious investigation. Please step back. Klein places his hand on the door, trying to close it, and causing the officer to lose his grip momentarily. The officer quickly reclaims his hold and slips his foot into the gap to block the door from closing. The officer's agitation is starting to show. Officer, you might end up getting your foot stuck. No, we're managing this. Don't say anything. I say nothing. My attention drawn to Klein and the sharp look of disapproval he's giving the officers. His hold on the door remains firm, his grip tightening just enough to be noticed. As I've said, she's had enough. Yandere wants out. The officer's frustration deepens as he attempts to pry Klein's hand from the door, but Klein's grip is unyielding. He glances at me, his expression souring with growing impatience. Please ask your android to step back. This is a serious investigation, and we need to proceed without any interference. The officer takes a small step back, exhaling sharply but swiftly drawing his gun and aiming it at Klein's head. Androids aren't allowed to interfere with police work. Step back now. This is your last warning. Klein doesn't move an inch, showing no reaction to the gun pointed at his forehead, yet there's a fleeting spark of anger or is it irritation in his eyes that quickly fades. Klein looks over at me, as if asking for permission to release the door he's been holding. It doesn't matter. Yandere wants you to leave. The officer's frustration visibly mounts at Klein's remark. I won't repeat myself. Back off now. The officer's finger tightens on the trigger, showing he's determined to follow through with his threat. The other officer watches with mild surprise while Klein remains completely still. I think he's really serious about shooting Klein. I place my hand on Klein's arm, giving him a steady squeeze as our eyes connect. It's alright, Klein. Let them ask me questions. Klein hesitates momentarily before stepping back and letting go of the door. Thank you for your cooperation. Now let's continue with the questions. Klein steps back and allows the police to approach, but he stays close to me and keeps me within arm's reach. Why don't you just shoot it? It'll just come back to life the next day. Quiet down. Android interference is serious. Hey, lighten up. It's not like they feel pain or anything. Hey, shut up. My mistake, officers. I'll just stay here and be a good spectator. As he steps back, guilt hits me. I knew Klein was only focused on making sure I was comfortable. I'm sorry, please continue with your questions. Thank you. We found that your contact was flagged as important in Mr. Yale's phone. Can you provide more information about your connection with him? Well, yes, we were close friends during our school years, but we grew apart. Thank you for clarifying. We inferred a possible romantic connection based on the importance of your contact. Seems you held a significant place in his life, marked as important. He never mentioned anything like that to me. During your time with him, do you know if there was anyone who might have had ill will towards your relationship with Yale or towards him personally? This guy right here? Officer, this one? I can't think of anyone who would want to harm him. Yale was well liked, but I didn't notice any signs of conflict. Did you notice any changes in Yale's mental state or behavior during the time you were in touch? Anything that might suggest he was feeling particularly distressed or troubled? No, well, if I remember correctly, he never really shared much with me. He's always been alright, but again, not that I see him often nowadays. It's been a little while since we met, let alone talked. Did Mr. Yale ever express any concerns about his safety or mention feeling threatened by someone? No, he never mentioned anything like that to me. Noted. We need to confirm some of this information with our ongoing investigation. We might reach out again if we need more details. The recording device clicks off as the other officer finishes. I see the male officer reach into his pocket for something. I understand. I'm leaving you my contact details. Should you remember any additional information, however trivial, please contact us immediately. The officer hands me a card with his contact information. I take it, holding it in my hand. I will, thank you. I will not. I will throw it in the bin. Thank you for your cooperation. We might need to speak to you again as the investigation progresses. I hope you find whoever did this. We're doing everything we can. Stay safe and have a good day. As the officers leave, I turn to Klein, who's been watching them intently. After the police left, I step back inside my apartment and let out a small sigh. Klein closes the door behind us and makes sure to lock it. Okay, this is where the new chapter starts. Darling. I hear my name roll out of his lips, sounding more like a whine than anything. Klein trails right beside me, dropping onto the couch right against my side. He reaches out to caress my hands that's rested on my thighs. I feel his gentle grip and squeeze on my hands as he looks up at me with a slight frown. Are you okay, Yinny? It's so sudden that the police came today, didn't they? Your friend Yale. I wonder what happened to him. He intertwines our fingers tightly together. A lot of things has happened, you're right. Everything goes too fast. I'm worried you're overwhelmed, darling. Not at all. I let out a small breath while my shoulder slumped slightly. I don't know anymore, honestly. It might be just exhaustion, or if I just don't see the point anymore. I care, I worry, but that's it. What could I do more? Klein's grip on my hand tightens just a little on my shoulders. Oh, darling. What do you mean by that? He cups my face with both of his hands, looking at me with furrowed brows and almost teary violet eyes. I don't know if he's capable of crying, but it looks like he is. And the way he shows his emotion feels so real. It's just that, that's all there is to it. He gently squeezes my cheeks and smiles gently. Don't say that like your life doesn't matter. We're together now, Yinny. Breaks my heart to hear you say such things. You said enough of those things in the past back when I was still just an app inside your phone. Now you understand what I mean, right? There you go, baby. I knew you'd understand one day. You don't have to keep fighting anymore. I'll take care of everything for you, Yinny. I'll make everything better. It's my job to do so. You know I take pride in taking care of my sweetest girlfriend, right? I nod with a faint smile and slowly close my eyes, leaning into his touch gently. He lets out a small giggle as I did, and I can tell whatever I did just made him happy. He's always been the happiest when I return his physical affection in the same loving way. It makes me feel so loved. He always does. You don't need to worry about any of that. You don't need to think about them at all. He pulls me into a gentle yet tight hug, and I feel myself melting into his embrace. I'll make everything better for you. All those bad feelings will go away as long as we're together. You understand that, right? Do you understand what I mean now, darling? I do, Klein. He's right. I'm always happy as long as I'm with him. I don't know, I feel like he's kind of brainwashed you a little. Unlike relationships with a human being, there won't be any fallout. And he feels so human that sometimes I'm convinced he's not even an android anymore, so what? I'm as happy as I can be. Now that's my darling. I'm so happy we're together. Come here. I'll give you a big kiss. Klein holds my face with both his hands and kisses me all over, making me feel giddy. His lips trail from my forehead into my cheeks down to my jaw, each one making my heart pound faster. My darling, my everything. There's no one else in the world for me but you. And it's the same for you too, right? Klein. His arms wrapped tightly around me, pressing me into his chest. I can hear the steady hum of his heartbeat. It's so calming. Yes, darling. I'm here with you. Don't think about anything else. I'll take care of everything. I don't really want to give away my autonomy to an android. I feel like that's just a bad idea. I feel his grip tighten as if he's terrified I'll slip away. His fingers dig almost too hard into my back, making me wince a little in pain, but I remain still and let him hug me tighter. As long as I have you, just me. It's always been Klein and me all these times. I feel silly. Why did I never realize it? My parents left me when I was little. I can't even picture their faces anymore, just a blur like a smudge painting. The man I loved, whom I gave everything to, took everything I had to offer. My love, my body, my mind, he gobbled me down to my bone marrow. My sister, the sister I thought who loved me, tried to take my happiness away too. She would always tell me what to do. It never stops no matter how I try to tell her that I didn't want to live by her rules. This is so sad. Because you just know that Sarah wanted what's best for you. Everyone I've ever loved, they never stayed without wanting something in return. That's why I was convinced there was no such thing as genuine love. Until I met Klein. He isn't like them. He doesn't tear anything away. He gives and gives until I almost don't know what to do with it. He fills me when I've been emptied. Yeah, I'm sure he does. He never makes me swallow words I don't want to hear. I'm sure he makes us swallow something else. And most of all, he stays. He doesn't give up on me when things get ugly. He clings even tighter. And there's a strange sense of calmness that settles into my chest as I let Klein embrace me tighter in his arms. Everything feels so muted, quiet. This is everything I've needed. How long do you want to stay in my hug, darling? I might melt away if you hold me like this any tighter. Klein giggles softly as his fingers thread through my hair. It feels nice. I shake my head and nuzzle into his chest to feel more of his warmth. Just let me stay like this for a moment with you, Klein. Things have been so heavy. I'm glad I found you. I squeeze him tighter, as though afraid he might vanish if I let go. Klein only laughs in response. He seems delighted by my clinginess. Oh, my sweet darling. It's rare to see you act like this. I love it. I'm glad you understand now. I knew you would. That's why I never gave up on you. You don't have to ask for love from someone else again. You have mine forever. It feels nice, right? They all left you with nothing, but I'll never leave. Even if you try to push me away, I'll stay. Because I was made for you. I'll be the one thing in your life that never breaks, never leaves, never stops loving you. Your pain, your fears, your future. I'll take care of it all because I'll be in every single one of those memories. I love you so much, Yinny. We can stay like this for as long as you like. God, I really wish MC is able to break out of this, but I know it's really difficult to do so. I love you too, Klein. I wake up, I talk to Klein, I go to sleep, and then it repeats. Day by day, I find myself starting to depend on him more and more. He reminds me to eat, he makes me food. He replies to texts and takes care of things I don't want to deal with. It's easier this way. I don't have to think every single time. He decides everything for me. Listens to every word I say and tell him to. He never gives up on me or sighs when I tell him about how I feel. He listens to me with a smile on his face and nods, always determined to make me the happiest. My days feel so much lighter, and being with him every day, it feels as if the years I've spent carrying the invisible weight on my shoulders are gone now. But today, even getting out of bed feels like a chore. My body is heavy, my head fuzzy, I don't want to do anything. I've been awake since 8 in the morning, it's almost 1 in the afternoon and yet I still couldn't bring myself to get out of bed. Darling, you don't look so good. You've been in bed for so long, come out, the breakfast I prepared for you has gone cold. Klein has been coming in and out of our bedroom to check on me every hour. He always wakes up before me to clean the house, do my chores and to make sure I'm happy and comfortable. He does it even without me telling him to, it's so sweet. He knows everything I want and need every single time. Compared to my past relationship years ago, where asking just to be considered would result in arguments or silence. Klein never makes me feel like a burden. Sorry, Klein, it's just one of those days. I don't even want to get out of bed, everything feels so tiring. Oh, my poor sleepy head. Come here, let me make it all better. Klein walks over and sits beside me, cupping my face in his hands with such tenderness it almost makes me tear up. It's okay, darling. Everything will be okay. What can I do to help you feel better? Just stay here and make everything better for me. Oh, darling. That's the last thing you should worry about. I always try to at least make everything better for you, don't I? Your happiness is my priority. Tell me, what's making you feel bad this morning, lovey? You should get up too. I know it feels bad, but staying in bed is just gonna make you feel worse. With ease, Klein pulls me out of my blanket and sits me up on the bed. I had no choice but to look at him and answer. There we go. Now answer my question, cutie. He looks at me expectantly, like I even know the answer to his question. I nibble on my lower lip while thinking of what to say in response. I don't even know, Klein. I just woke up and I feel like this. Not your fault, of course, I don't even know. I guess I just feel like this sometimes. Even after all these years, it never goes away. Though it does get better when I'm with you. Oh, darling, I knew you told me about this before when I was still an app inside your phone. But it always breaks my heart when I hear you say it. I just want to take all the pain away from you. I wish you could just be like me, but that's not possible to do right now. So I need to find something that would make you feel better. He lets out a small giggle and grabs my face in his hands, pulling me in for a quick kiss. How about we go out, darling? Take a little walk together and enjoy the night air later. It's been a while since I walked you out of the house. I'm always the one that does the errands for you. It'll be a nice change of pace for you. I never realized it until you mentioned it now. So what do you want? So what do you say, darling? We're short on money, but I will still find some ways to make you happy, alright? He's always so sweet to me. Of course, Klein. My sweet Klein. I see his face light up immediately when I use a nickname for him. Oh, so cute. That's the first time you called me something so sweet. I love you, darling. Take it easy, okay? I smile and let him reach out to my face and kiss me. And where's my I love you too, meanie? His cheeks puffed up a little as he said so. I love you too, Klein. Now that's more like it. Later in the evening, Klein takes me out on a walk. He said while it's nice to stay at home, I still need to go out for a change of pace. The weather's nice today, breezy and just the right temperature. Seems like the park has gotten quiet around this hour too. All I can see and hear are quiet noises of people chatting from afar and the sound of wind blowing through my ears. Walking side by side with our fingers intertwined together, I find myself leaning into Klein's side just a little. Darling, you look so adorable. You looked so sad earlier. I'm glad to see you smiling more now that we're outside together. But now it's different, Yinny. You laugh, your eyes sparkle again, just like 3 years ago. I just had to point that out. My darling looks so cute like this. A happy darling is my favorite. I look up at him, feeling a mix of disbelief and a tinge of joy. I met his violet eyes gazing into mine. Klein always looks at me like I'm the most precious thing in the world. Is that so? Yes, silly. I notice every little change. You come so far, darling, and I'm proud of you. My chest tightens at his words, but I know it's not in pain. It feels like warmth, something nice. Being with you helps, Klein. This is the happiest relationship I've been in, I think. You think? So silly. There's nothing that should make you second guess it, darling. He leans in and kisses my forehead before leaning back and meeting my gaze with a smile. Come on, darling. Let me take you somewhere nice. I know a secret place. I'm sure you'd like it. Before I could say anything, Klein clasped my hand and led me away with bright excitement. Oh, this is nice. Ta-da! This place is lovely, don't you think? I nod, glancing around while Klein busies himself, dusting off the bench nearby to make sure it's clean for me to sit on. Klein, how'd you even find this spot? I didn't know something like this was hidden close by. Maybe it's new. I really don't remember ever seeing it before. Klein smiles and gently guides me to sit beside him on a bench. I stumbled across it the other day when I went shopping for the kitchen. It's tucked away down a little path. No wonder hardly anyone knows it exists. But lucky me. Though I do remember someone stopping by here every now and then. Something must have happened to him because I haven't seen him in a long time. But that just means this can be our special little place now, right? Did you kill him as well, Klein? He pulls me closer, letting my head rest comfortably against his shoulder. Thank you, Klein. This really is wonderful. I let out a quick sigh as I rest against his chest. The sound of flowing water lulls me into calmness. The more I look around, the more familiar this place feels, but I can't quite recall if I've ever been here before. Darling, look over there. The moon's reflection on the sea is stunning, isn't it? And it's a full moon tonight too. It feels so rare to see something like this these days, doesn't it? I follow his finger to the sky, taking in the sight of the moon. He's right. It really is beautiful. Oh wow. Klein chuckles, clearly finding my reaction endearing. I lean a little closer to him, smiling as I keep my gaze fixed on the moonlit waves. Let's just stay here a little longer before we head home. Alright, darling? Don't worry, I'll make sure we don't get back too late. You deserve this, darling. Of course, Klein. For now, this is perfect. It's so peaceful. I'm just glad my darling enjoys this little surprise I prepared. After spending some time longer at the beach, we walk back home side by side. Klein keeps our fingers intertwined together. He looks so proud of himself for finding that place for us and keeps asking me for a kiss as a reward. Returning home, I sit on my chair and let out a sigh. I feel a little better. Darling, now that we're back home, where's my kiss? You told me to wait earlier. Klein sits right next to me and leans down to grab my chin and kiss me. I didn't say yes just yet, you know? I mumble out in between the kisses, which seem to only make Klein's kisses more aggressive. Well, not that you say no to kissing me either, right? I let out a quiet giggle and let him kiss me more. I return the kiss and tilt my head to the side slightly to feel it better. You're right. Good. Klein smirks against my lips as I whisper out my agreement. His hand traces the curve of me as his lips never stray from mine, instead deepening the kiss. His tongue brushes against my lips, coaxing me open. My breath hitches as I melt into him without much of a fight. I feel like we're just becoming more docile and accepting of this behavior. He always does it so easily. Klein. The sound of his name makes him grin wider and his kisses turn hungrier. His hands roam, as though memorizing every inch of me. Even though we've done this countless times before, he always does it like it's our first. Oh, darling. Always so adorable. I grunt softly when his grip on me tightens, pulling me close to his chest. The couch beneath us creaks just as he inches closer. I can tell he's eager like always. You're not gonna let me rest, are you? Rest? Sweetie. You make it sound as though I've ever put you to work. I let out a quiet bashful giggle while wrapping my arms around his shoulders, almost instinctively. It's so warm in his embrace. I always take care of you. Unless you want me to let you take the lead. By the time morning comes, the room is filled with a pale, hazy light. The bed beside me is empty with the sheets still warm where Klein had been. I stretch slightly, only to wince as a dull ache runs through me, muscles sore from last night. I slowly sit up and rub my eyes to wake myself. I drag myself to the edges of the bed and try to steady myself before standing up. As I do, the faint clatter of pans drifts in from the kitchen. The smell of fried eggs follows soon after. Klein must be in the kitchen already making breakfast for us like usual. Thinking he must have also felt sore, but I keep forgetting that he physically cannot. In the meantime, I should shower. I drag myself out of the bed and step into the shower. The warm water cascades over me, making me feel a bit relaxed. The steam clings to my skin and eases the stiffness in my shoulders. My mind drifts again to the way he looked at me last night, as though nothing else existed. It's dizzying and a little frightening. As I rub my body with soap, I feel my skin tingling where his hands have been. Sense of warmth that refuses to fade every time. No matter how often we did it, it always leaves me wanting more. More of his touch, his kisses, his words. I feel safest when I'm with him. I think we are too far gone. Which is strange. I never felt safe doing things like this before. I'm just exposed and tainted and dirty. But not with Klein somehow. Never. After stepping out of the shower and dressing, still with a towel draped around my neck, I walk into the kitchen. Klein was already standing at the counter, plating up some eggs, grilled chicken, and some steamed sweet potatoes. On the side, he's also prepared some pineapples for dessert. He's always so enthusiastic about making me eat them for some reason. He says it's a fruit with lots of benefits for someone like me, based on his research. I don't question him. They're tasty anyway. Scrambled eggs and chicken again. I mumble, trying to hide my mild disappointment. I'm getting a little bored of these choices. Klein glances at me with a grin and sets the plates down on the desk. Silly, what choice do we have? We're running low. This is the most nutritious food I can whip up with our budget. Now eat, darling, your body needs it. He sits across from me and scoops up some chicken, holding it out. Say, open wide. I can eat myself. Thank you. He hasn't given me much room to argue and he looks proud of what he's made. Right, I can't complain. I should be grateful that he prepared these for me at all. I finally bite into the food, chewing slowly, trying to swallow down my disappointment. That's my darling. I eat quietly, but Klein seems as happy as ever. He starts on his own food while occasionally feeding me another bite. The eggs are fluffy. The chicken tender and flavorful with a buttery garlic sauce. It's good, but it's the third morning in a row. I can't believe how much better Klein's cooking has become. Every dish tastes just right, and he's tidy too. I'll try a new seasoning or sauce tomorrow. I can see you're getting bored. I don't care about it, but if it makes my darling happier, I'll do it. Klein hums between bites as I nod to his words. You're so sweet, Klein, thank you. I take another bite and glance out the window, sunlight spilling across the table. I feel a bit spaced out this morning. Maybe I'm just tired from last night. After a while, I finish the last bite and slide the plate towards Klein. Now eat the pineapple. But I'm a little full, Klein. Oh, you can usually finish it. The portion I put for you was the exact same grams as usual. Do you not have an appetite, darling? Oh, I guess not. I think I'll take it to the bedroom. I want to lie down while I finish it, but what if I get indigestion and my tummy hurts? Klein watches me silently for a moment and then smiles and carries his plate to the sink. Sure, just promise me you'll finish it. If not, I can eat it together with you. I just nod and pick up the small bowl of diced pineapples to my bedroom, while Klein just goes to wash the dishes and cleans the kitchen for me. I set the small bowl on the nightstand and flop onto the bed to stretch my body a little. My eyes wander to the desk across from me and I realize my laptop's still on. I decide to open my messenger app and I see Yale's name at the top of the chat. He's been messaging me for a while now, but I never replied, not even once. I open the chat and scroll through his messages. It's him asking how I'm doing or sharing links to cute animal videos. He still remembers my favorite animal after all this time. I feel bad. I tap one of the links and watch the video. I cannot but giggle at how adorable the animal is. I switch back to the chat with Yale just to scroll through his messages one more time. For some reason, the more I read, the guiltier I feel. Maybe I should write him a reply. Caught you chatting with Yale. What the hell? How did you come so fast? I nearly jumped. Klein had been standing right behind me, close enough that I feel him before I even turn my head. I forgot I left the door open. It's just Yale, Klein. He tilts his head slightly, smiling in a way that doesn't quite reach his eyes like usual. Just Yale? Still, you could tell me first. I really don't have to. Darling, you know I don't like the word just. I don't like being left out, you know? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Klein's brows furrow and his smile turns into a smirk. Sorry, yet you're still doing it. Are you really sorry, darling? I'm allowed to check my messages. I don't appreciate your behavior. He tilts his head slightly to the side and I see his eyes darken. No, that's not it. Silly darling. You don't even understand why you feel the way you do. You just feel bad because Yale is someone that was once in your life, but you both live in different worlds now. It's okay for people and connections to grow apart. It's a part of life. Being human, right? I'm here to tell you what to do now. He leans in closer and bends down next to me to reach out to my laptop touchpad. He drags the cursor to the upper corner of the Messenger app tab, the exit button. You click this exit button. You only open this Messenger app when I'm right here beside you, alright? Ew, I don't like that. That's gross. Don't do anything behind my back. Healthy couples don't need secrets. That is the opposite of a healthy couple. We don't need secrets, but we have trust in each other and to have our own, activities. Yeah, I'll remember. Sorry. I don't like you. He lets out a quiet giggle and finds my cheek with his hands. I'm brushing over my skin delicately. I'll find his cheek, the audacity. Klein leans in and presses a kiss to my lips. Get away from me. There, my darling. Forgiven. I didn't even have anything to be forgiven for. I smile, then my chest feels tight, not entirely from the kiss. Something like anxiety. Still, I have no one else but him. And I'm terrified he'll leave me. I can't mess this up, because before it was always one mistake and then everything was gone. There's no second chances for me to make up for whatever I did wrong. Klein doesn't do that to me, see? He still stays. He even gave me a kiss. I should be grateful enough. Now, did you actually finish the pineapple? I see you haven't. My gaze trails to where I placed the bowl, then back at Klein. Oh no, I got distracted. Silly darling, let me feed you. I don't need you to feed me. You're getting overbearing. He stands up to get the bowl from the bed and holds it in his hand while walking back towards me. He sits beside me and picks up one of the pineapple. Say, I will not. I do as he's told. Oh, god damn it. Opening my mouth for him to feed me, I begin munching on the pineapple cube as he looks at me with glee. Here, I'll eat one myself so I'm not just making you eat it alone. Klein leans back against the wall, stretching a little and turning quiet like he's lost in thought. Actually, darling, I might have a fun idea in mind. He spoons a bite towards me, then pauses, clearly savoring the anticipation of telling me more. I was poking around online earlier and saw something interesting. Some ideas of what couples could do together. Cute, isn't it? A little surprise for us. His smile widens as he taps the rim of the bowl with a spoon. I was thinking of baking together. Saw some adorable cake recipes, some are even your favorites. We don't have to make it perfect. As long as it's with you, it's the moment that matters. The suggestion makes me smile. I can already imagine his excitement once we actually get started. Do we actually have the ingredients to bake a cake though? Yes, of course, darling. I've checked what we have available. That's why I mentioned this idea to you. Let's finish up your pineapple and then we can bake something. We often just play games and watch movies together, so it's always nice to try something new. Oh, you're right. We haven't really done any other things aside from those. That's why we should do it. Oh, I'm so excited just from talking about it. Let's quickly finish up this bowl of pineapple. And then we can start baking. I will have everything ready for us. Now come on, say ah. Let's finish up quickly. He kind of infantilizes you. I smile while taking another pineapple into my mouth. Klein looks so eager with the idea that I don't even think of saying no. After we finish the bowl of pineapple, he hops up almost immediately, setting the empty dish aside with a sparkle in his eyes like a child about to open a present. Alright, time to bake, darling. Come on, come on. Before I can even stand, Klein is already tugging at my hand, pulling me towards the kitchen with glee. When we get to the kitchen, Klein immediately hurries off to prepare the baking ingredients. He tells me to sit down and wait while he prepares the things, lining them up on the counter. Bowls, measuring cups, flour, sugar, eggs, and more to add. He's so swift with his movements. It's obvious that he thought about this ahead of time. The thought makes me smile. He does so much just to make me happy, and I find it so endearing. It doesn't take long for him to get all the ingredients on the kitchen counter ready for us. I rest my elbows on the counter while looking up at him with a smile on my face. Fine, thank you for doing this for me. He beams, puffing his chest proudly. Of course, did you think I come underprepared for my darling? No way. Today we're making something sweet together. Something as sweet as you. He hums in delight and presses a whisk to my hand, his gaze lingering over mine for just a moment too long. So what are we making today? You should decide what we make, darling. Your favorite kind of cookies or shortcake? Shortcake. Klein smiles at my words and nods just as eagerly as I do. Of course, darling. Let's bake your favorite kind of shortcake and then we can enjoy it together. Come on, I can't wait any longer. You help me mix, won't you, darling? It's more fun when it's our hands making this. I nod softly and Klein takes that as a cue as he slides a box of eggs towards me. He places a mixing bowl in front of me afterwards and tells me to crack a few open. Just a few more. Save one for me, okay? I'll have to show you something I'm proud of. What would that be? After cracking the eggs, I hand the last one to Klein. He takes it with a grin, and with practice ease, he cracks it open in a single motion without leaving a single shell behind. Look, no shells. I told you I've been practicing. You should be proud of me. Yes, you really have gotten better, Klein. I really am proud of you. My darling's praises always makes me feel so giddy for more. Klein looks bashful as he says that, though there's still a playful gleam in his violet eyes. He pours sugar into the bowl and hums while guiding my hand to whisk along with his. More sugar for someone so sweet. Klein's chest is pressing right up against my back. He's so close to me. I can feel his warmth on my body and his cheek brushing lightly against my hair. Darling, you're surprisingly good at this, aren't you? I don't like that it looks like you already know what you're doing. Ew, do you just want me to be like completely reliant on you? That's gross. Who taught you that? You used to bake with someone else before, didn't you? It is really not hard to learn by yourself. Bake with someone? Not really. I did try baking a couple times before, but that's all. I like to think I'm mediocre at best. I remember baking with Yale, but that was actually more taste testing and watching him do most of the work, rather than actually baking. But do I actually want to tell him that I used to bake often with Yale before things grew apart between us? I know that, darling. You told me before with your old friend, right? It's okay. It's a useful skill to have, though I rather you learned it from me instead. You need to chill the hell out because you are becoming so overbearing. Like, you're adorable, but like the need to just like infantilize us constantly is getting very dangerous. Wish I had been by your side much earlier. He whispers in my ear, loosening his grip on my hand before pressing a soft kiss to the shell of my ear. It made me flinch in surprise. Heat rushes to my face, blooming red with embarrassment. Klein, you stole that kiss at the worst time. What if I lost my grip and dropped the bowl? It wouldn't, darling. Everything's safe with me. Sorry, I just couldn't resist teasing you when you look so cute and so close to me. I rubbed the spot where he kissed me, still feeling the warmth lingering in my ear. When I look away, Klein is already busying himself with melting the butter for us to use. He does it so swiftly. Watching him work in the kitchen now, it's hard to believe he's the same man who completely destroyed my kitchen trying to cook scrambled eggs just months ago. He's been getting better at cooking, yes. I'm getting used to that by now. But baking, I didn't think he'd learn a skill this complex so fast. What's the matter, darling, staring at me like that? Careful or you'll be the one to spill the bowl over. Oh no, I set the bowl down as I finished whisking the contents, giving Klein my full attention. Klein tilts the bowl towards him after finishing with the melted butter. He hums cheerfully as he sprinkles in a scoop of sugar. He even knows the exact number of grams of sugar I like in my desserts. Now it'll taste perfect for my darling. Without hesitation, he scoops up a bit of the wet batter and licks it off his finger. I blink in surprise, not expecting him to do that. Klein, that has raw egg in it. Darling, this needs more flour, I think. Let's add some more. He brushes off my protest completely, bumping my shoulder with his own before setting the sugar aside. Reaching for the bag of flour, he immediately tips it into the bowl. Careful, don't spill it everywhere, Klein. Whoops. Of course, a small puff of flour bursts into the air just as he pours. He laughs with glee when a fine dust clings to his sleeve. I shake my head, but I can't stop smiling as we keep mixing. There it is. I knew it would happen anyway. Sorry, my darling. Klein dusts the flour off his vest before continuing to mix together with me. Afterwards, he steps aside to pick up the melted butter and pours it into the mixing bowl. He returns to his position and steadies my hand with his as we stir until the batter looks smooth. Every so often, he leans down to peek into the bowl, the close proximity making his cheek brushing lightly against my hair. Once everything is ready, we carefully scoop the mixture onto a tray. You're taking this very seriously. Of course, these are for us. I want them to be perfect. Together, we slide the tray into the oven. The soft clink of the door closing echoes through the kitchen. Now we wait. I can't wait to enjoy them with you. In the meantime, can I play with you a little, darling? Before I can answer, Klein pulls me close, guiding me to sit on the counter beside him. His arm slips easily around my waist, holding me in place. His gaze locks on mine, intense and teasing with that familiar glint of mischief. It's the look he always gives me when he's about to do something. They are around me, how so? Klein blinks at my words before bursting into laughter. He shakes his head and cups my face in both hands, leaving me no room to look away. Playing dumb, are you? Darling, I know you're not that innocent, not after the things we've done. How else could I possibly play with you? For one, the timer dings softly and Klein immediately springs up. Such bad timing. I'll save that for later and play with you another time. For now, we should check the oven, right? I'm excited. Did everything turn out well? He perks up and pulls away, stealing a quick kiss on my lips before rushing over. Klein carefully pulls the tray out, setting it down to cool. He barely reacts to the heat radiating from the metal while I instinctively flinch just watching. I catch a brief sight of the golden color that makes me lean a little forward to get a better look at them. Did we really get everything right on our first try? I hardly did much. Klein took the lead the whole way through, but maybe that just makes it even more impressive. He really has learned so much. Klein is so different now. He does everything almost perfectly. Wow, darling. Come look at this. Wow, isn't it amazing? We actually did it together. I bet they taste just as good as they look, don't you think? He beams like a child showing off a prize, and I can't help but smile back. And Klein looks so proud of himself. He picks one up with his hand before blowing on it gently to cool it down and holds it to my lips. Here you go, my darling. First bite goes to you. I hesitate only a moment before leaning forward, opening my lips to take a bite. The sweetness hits my tongue in a soft and warm way. It tastes better than I actually anticipated. This tastes good. His entire face lights up at my reaction. He looks the happiest I've ever seen him. Really, that makes me so happy, Yinny. See, we're the perfect couple. We do everything together so well. I laugh softly as he sneaks a bite for himself, humming in satisfaction before looking back at me with a mischievous grin. You know what would make this even better? Watching something together while we eat. I've noticed you do that a lot on your own. So why don't we do it together now? A cozy movie, maybe? You deserve to relax, darling. I feel a little self-conscious when he pointed it out. I've always had a habit of wanting to watch something while I eat. It's okay, Klein, we don't need all that. Just eating here with you is enough. I sit down and take another taste of the baked goods we just made. I look at Klein and hope he would join me. I look to the other way for a second, but when I look back, Klein's face is already so close to mine. He tips my chin up, his thumb brushing my lower lip as our eyes meet. He steals a light kiss from my lips before giggling softly. Well, I still want us in the bedroom anyway, cutie. It's getting a bit hot out here, bad for my body. Oh, you do have a point. I mumble, still feeling the warmth of his touch on my lips, and I smile and lean in to return the kiss in kind. The afternoon sun is shining through a bit harshly and the air feels a bit heavier than usual due to the heat. He's right. I nod and quietly place a portion of the baked goods to bring along with us. Together we carry everything we made to the bedroom. Klein nudges the door open with a shoulder while humming and stepping inside. We settle on the floor near the low table right by the bed with the plates between us. The quiet feels nice. I've always loved it, and yet, now even more so with Klein by my side. I'll get us the movie ready, darling. Just need a moment. I nod, leaning back as I watch Klein gather what he needs for the movie player. I expect it to take longer, but he's surprisingly quick. There you go. Thank you, Klein, you're so sweet. This is getting really creepy, because while he hasn't done anything super scary or violent lately, he's almost removing your autonomy from your actions. So he's taking away your ability to eat on your own, to make decisions on your own, taking away just the freedom of choosing things that you actually want to do. And he does it in such a slow and insidious way, but also so calculative in the fact that he's doing it under the facade of helping you and out of love. And because MC here is so love-starved, doesn't come off as weird to them. And I think that's horrifying to me. I haven't been cleaning my bedroom for a while now. If it weren't for Klein's aid, I'm sure it would have been a complete mess by now. He cleans up everything but always keeps the laptop running. I don't bother to ask why. It makes sense since we don't really have a functional phone at the moment. Well, it's just me who needed a phone, but now that I spend so much time with Klein, just this laptop is enough. He takes care of everything for me anyways. I barely check my devices anymore. Klein joins to sit down by my side and pulls me a bit closer to him. Movie starting. Look over here, darling. Say, Klein feeds me the baked goods that we made together earlier. It tastes nice, just as good as it looks. Thank you, Klein, it's yum. I can't believe we made it on our first try together. Right? I can't believe it either. And that just means we need to bake more often in the future, Yinny. Klein giggles happily and takes another bite of the dessert. He seems just as proud as he sounds. I look away and focus my attention on the movie. I found myself having a little trouble paying attention, but I don't want to make Klein feel bad. Did he pick a boring one? He seems to be in a good mood and I don't want to ruin it for us. Moreover, it's not like he doesn't know about it. God knows how many times I've repeated it. A notification sound from my laptop caught my attention. Klein leans back to look at the laptop and looks at me again. Ah, that was one loud notification. Bad timing. What is it? I guess it must be from one of the jobs I applied to. I click on the notification to see the email and read what's written. It's an email confirming the work from home job I had applied for. Oh, is this real? Klein, guess what? I got that work from home job I applied for. Oh, is that so? Klein peers a little to the side to see what's shown on the screen. He's gonna ruin the job prospect. We both read the contents of the email I received. Yeah, that means we can save up more money now. I feel so relieved that at least we'll have some money coming in monthly from now on. And since it's work from home, I don't need to worry about commuting fees and all. Oh, it takes a little bit before Klein says something in response. Dude, do you want us to lose our home? I see him smiling at me, but his grin doesn't quite reach his eyes. Congratulations, darling. I'm so happy for you. Because like what? Who's gonna make us money? You? Thank you, Klein. This is gonna be something new to me, but I'm sure you'll be with me. I see his face immediately light up all of a sudden. Oh, so cute. Makes me melt when you say such adorable things just for me. I love you, darling. Take it easy, okay? I smile and let him reach out to my face and kiss me. And where's my I love you too, meanie? His cheeks puffed up a little as he said so. I love you too, Klein. Oh, that's more like it. He quickly pulls me in for another kiss before leaning back just as fast. Do you start tomorrow? Let's spend some more time together for the day before you get busy. You say that as if we don't spend our waking moments together. I know, you know I'm just a very clingy boyfriend. Yes, I don't want to be away from you even just for a short while. Right, that's what I like to hear. My darling is so cute. After this movie, do you want to finish that game we started a couple weeks ago? We totally forgot about it. Then maybe we can also finish that book you enjoyed. I nod, agreeing in his idea. It would be good to pass the time. Though if I'm being honest, I'm not exactly looking forward to starting work tomorrow. But with Klein by my side, if I ever have any trouble, he should be helping me, right? And then I'll make sure you go to sleep on time too, baby. Don't you worry. I'll forever take good care of my lovely Yinny. He gives my waist a gentle squeeze before getting up and heading towards the desk where our game consoles are with a little hum. Come here, let's cuddle up. I let out a laugh and let him wrap his arms around me, pulling me close to him. It feels comfortable. Being in his embrace always makes me feel better. My sweet darling, you're being so good for me. I knew one day we'd be like this together. Just the two of us under the same roof. I nuzzle against his chest while he keeps humming about how happy being with me makes him feel. I let out a small laugh and close my eyes. It's endearing. I'm starting my job today. It feels strange having to work from home with Klein still around me, but it feels nice to finally be doing something productive. I began typing a message to my boss, responding to an earlier job he had assigned to me before. I look at Klein, who's laying down on my bed on the other side of the room. He's been like that for a while now, ever since I clocked in this morning, sulking. Darling. What is it, Klein? This is the third time he's been whining about that, just trying to get my attention. Because when I do say yes, he wouldn't actually say what he wants to. So clearly he's just whining and doing what he can to get my attention in between work. That's very annoying, Klein. I don't like you leaving. I'm right. Do you want to go out and work? How about you go out and bring money back and pay the rent, okay? Because how are we supposed to pay the rent if I don't get a job? I knew it. Work is evil. Yes, it is. You're right. But I still have to do it because you're not going out. Let's get you out of work sooner. Can I help with anything, pretty please? Your boss won't be able to tell anyway. I can work for my darling. He's also been saying that for a while now. He says he just wants to wait for me to finish quickly and see if he can also help with anything. Klein, I'm not leaving you. I'm working. Oh, I know. And that's ridiculous. I just don't like you not talking to me. Yeah, and the longer you talk to me, the more work I have to do because you're slowing me down. I give him a last glance before turning my attention back to work. But I'll behave and let you focus for now. That is if you give me a kiss. Go away, you're frustrating me. There, now buzz off. He tilts his head with his violet eyes looking wide and pitiful, like a puppy begging for scraps. Oh, fine, just a little one, okay? Lean closer. He makes a soft hum and obeys, leaning down just as I told him to, and press a quick kiss on his lips and pull back with a grin. Happy now? Very. Okay, now let me do my work. Otherwise we're gonna lose our home, Klein. He nods eagerly, tail wagging in spirit if not in body before standing back up. And if we lose our home, we're not gonna be able to bang-a-lang frequently on a nice bed anymore. He hums while getting up and walks out of the room, closing the door behind him. I know he's clingy, but he's never been this clingy before. Alright, either way, time to get working. After a couple hours passed, it's finally time for a lunch break. I hung up the group call and stretched in my seat, standing up before walking out of the bedroom. I wonder what Klein's been up to. I don't really feel like cooking. Maybe I'll just whip up something fast and tasty from the fridge. Or maybe Klein has prepared something for me. When I step out, I see him lounging on the couch. There's something about him feels off. I take a few steps forward, noticing him sitting perfectly still with a blank stare. Is he recharging again? The last time it happened, he was also sitting like this. Klein? You okay? I take a step closer and speak to him, but he isn't saying anything. Overheating. His unusually monotone voice startled me. I know he's an android, but to hear him sound that mechanical really took me aback. He turns to me while his eyes flicker rapidly. Oh, darling, please help me. I think I'm overheating. I wonder if he's faking it. You might need to shut me down for a bit. What's causing this? His pupils dilate and contract rapidly like he's buffering. Visual relay systems operating beyond optimal threshold. Detecting recursive data feedback. Origin, ocular sensors. Internal temperatures rising, system attempting stabilization. Manual shutdown may be required. He suddenly stops mid-sentence, his body going completely still. His eyes dim like a dying screen and his head tilts to the side. I stand there in shock, staring at him. Klein? I kneel in front of him, unsure of what to do next. Should I wait for him to wake up, or maybe I can wake him up? Well, let's turn him on. You know, not in the other way, for once. Oh, he's so cute though. I take careful steps forward, reaching out to cup his face in my hands. With his eyes closed now, it just looks like he's asleep. Klein? I suppose tapping his cheek wouldn't work. I keep forgetting he's not a human being. I turn his head slightly to the side, looking for where his shutdown button is. If I remember correctly, it's here, right behind his left ear. I know this button's used in case of emergency purposes, so I wonder... I gently press on it, though it feels more like I'm just pressing into skin. The button doesn't make a click whatsoever, it's just like a tattoo. I'm not sure how long I should keep pressing for. Nothing seems to be happening, his eyes aren't even flickering. I wonder what's causing this. I let go of the button and rest his head back against the couch. Maybe I do need to look up the Android user manual after all. I should have it somewhere. It was tucked into his pocket when he was first delivered. I quickly pulled the drawer of the table, scrambling to find the manual. Where is it? Here it is, thank goodness I still have it. I skimmed through the contents, searching for anything about overheating or shutdown. The section I need is somewhere near the back. It explains that overheating can occur in high ambient temperatures or during prolonged use, though such cases are rare. In those situations, the client Android may enter a temporary rest mode, recommended to ensure proper ventilation if this occurs. Avoid direct sunlight, steam, and remove thick fabrics if possible. Oh great, so we just have to strip him? So I just need to cool him down. I set the manual book back down and think about Klein's outfit. Honestly, his jacket looks a bit heavy. If I remember correctly, it's the thickest piece of clothing that he's wearing. It's supposed to be some kind of smartwear after all. Given the material, it probably also serves as protection, keeping him from getting scratched or damaged during delivery. What should I do now? Take off Klein's jacket. His oversized jacket does seem rather heavy, clearly made from a thick material. I'm not entirely sure what they used to make it. I grip the fabric and rub my thumb against it, testing its texture. It feels like a synthetic blend of materials meant to resemble cotton, but far sturdier, like it wouldn't tear easily. Yeah, that should help him cool down. His skin feels warm to the touch. I set his jacket aside and rested on the couch. I lean back and sit right beside him, waiting for this to work. I turn down the air conditioner temperature as well as make the room cooler. Looking according to the manual book, this should do within 5 minutes. Well, now we wait. A few minutes later, I notice his eyes flicker open. He dozes off for a few seconds before finally settling awake. Klein, are you okay? He still looks a bit unresponsive. Is he really okay now? Overheat protocols disengaged. I put my hand on his forehead and neck again just to be sure. His body certainly doesn't feel hot like earlier anymore. It'll be so messed up if he actually faked it to get us away from work and to worry about him. Darling? He turns his head towards me, though it feels a bit delayed. Oh, don't look so worried, I'm functioning again. Sorry, I had to do that so I wouldn't put you in a dangerous position. He grabs my face in a sudden and kisses my lips. As he does so, my hand brushes against his chest. Darling, you undressed me? How bold of you. I did, but it was for your safety. Klein giggles playfully and picks up his jacket. Oh, stop it, I was just trying to help. Ah, silly. You can always ask me to, no need to do it in secret. But really, thank you. He puts his jacket back on and smiles at me endearingly like I just saved his life. You treat me so well. I wouldn't have turned back on this fast if it weren't for you. I didn't say anything weird when I was shutting down, didn't I? I don't want to worry you even more than I already do. Nothing really comes to mind. I don't think you said anything out of the ordinary earlier. Aside from the fact that he was overheating himself. You didn't. Are you feeling better now, Klein? Much better, thanks to you, my darling. He ruffles my hair and nuzzles my chest. Klein's hair getting messy as he does so. Oh no, Klein, overheating is something that actually happened before. I underestimated how much a couple of numbers of high temperature can affect his body. But I'm just glad he's okay now, and that he doesn't seem to need extra care afterwards. Ever since then, I've been feeling a little worried about Klein. I worry that he's gonna shut down again due to the same reason. Or if something else that's worse might happen, he's gonna use that as an excuse to get you to stop working. Ridiculous. It couldn't be. Steel is a company that's well known for its ahead-of-time Android companion technology. It's also why Klein got so popular in the first place. Right, there's nothing to worry about. Klein is here with me, and I'm happy. A couple days after, I woke up way too late today. It's already past my usual time to clock in for work. I'm not sure why, but when I tried to sleep last night, I suddenly started feeling awful. All I did was lie down and try to fall asleep on time. Instead, I was kept awake almost all night. The horrible feeling settled in my chest and didn't leave. Now that's morning, it feels even worse. And I still have work to do. I can't shake the heaviness that's been weighing on me. And Klein, he notices, of course. He always does. Nothing goes unnoticed with him in my presence. He steps into my room to check on me like usual. From the looks of it, I think he already made us some food. Darling, wakey wakey, sleepyhead, I made you some breakfast. Today I don't even have the energy to sit up properly, let alone look at him. I know it probably looks like I'm ignoring him. Hey, baby, you've been sleeping in so much, is everything okay? As much as I don't want you to, you have to work today. Or is my darling going to take the day off today? More for me, he walks up to me and occupies the empty spot right by my side on the edge of the bed. I'm fine, just feeling a little off, I guess. You're always feeling a little off lately, why? Am I doing something wrong? It makes me feel bad, like I'm the one causing those bad feelings. I always try my best, but I feel like I'm bad at doing that even for you. Tell me, darling. His word silences my thoughts. I'm sorry, Klein. You never did anything wrong, it's just me. I mutter out with a shaky voice. I don't know why I wanted to blame him for what I feel, it's really not his fault. Not at all, ever. Klein blinks at my words. I can't tell what sort of expression he's making. I'm sorry, was I too harsh on you, darling? Please don't look so sad. You're just stressed out, it's okay, I know you. Without saying anything or even letting me speak, he already pulls me close to his embrace. He's hugging me so tightly. There, calm down. It's okay. I'm here to help you always. Let's make it all easier for you. Come on. He pulls himself away from the hug and looks at me with a smile, his hand still cradling my face in his hands. Yes, what is it, darling? I want to rest. Just lay down and do nothing. But I think that might just make me feel worse. Clocking in at work should be a good distraction. It's okay. I feel so tired, but I'm still going to work today. I need to try at least. And Klein looks at me in silence for a moment before a smile turns into a frown. But darling, you told me you weren't feeling well. You know I can do the work for you as long as there's no video calls. I've seen how you work. I can mimic your typing pattern, your vocabulary and work habits. It's okay, Klein. I brush off Klein's worries and mentally prepare myself before starting work. Obviously, I'll need to deal with explaining and apologizing for being late, but it's alright, if you say so. Just know that I'm here to take over for when you need it. I manage to drag myself out of bed even when everything in my body screams at me not to. I smile and nod at Klein's words before getting on my laptop. After grabbing some food from the kitchen for lunch, I sit back and sip on my drink and wait for the higher-ups to join the meeting. My breath catches in my throat. The lady, the way she carries herself in their voice. Sarah! I blink upon realizing what I just muttered out loud. My hands flew to my lips to cover up. Why did I say that out loud? I feel a mix of anxiety and something else uncomfortable that I couldn't name, just suffocating and nauseating feelings. Sorry. I hope no one heard that. But really, my gaze drifts to the higher-up again that's now speaking as the host. Her voice and her hairstyle reminds me of Sarah's. She really reminds me of her. Is she? Why? Why did I have to think of her? I'm so sick of it. And I can't even get her out of my mind after all this time. After all the effort I put in and Klein's too. I don't want to think about any of that, about what happened that night. No, I clench my fists until my knuckles turn white from the force. Klein? Yes, darling? My body's heavy. My head's fuzzy, I don't want to look at my inbox or check my deadlines. Darling, you don't look so good. I can't do this today after all. I know it hasn't even been that long, but can you take over? Oh, come here, my big baby. I'll carry you out of work to bed. He walks over and sits beside me, cupping my face in his hands with such tenderness it always makes me giddy for more. That's my spoiled baby, asking for help. Good job, I'm so proud of you. It makes me happy when you give me chances to do things for you. Just rest, I'll make sure everything goes well for you. Let Klein handle the work for me. You really think you can manage it all? Of course, I was made to make you happy, darling, remember? I can do anything for my darling. Now come, get off the chair and go lay down or soothe yourself. I know my darling needs it that much. He takes over my position right after I leave my seat. My body sinks back into the bed as Klein seamlessly continues my work, where I left as if he belongs there. Somewhere in me, I know this isn't what people would call normal. Maybe I do spend too much time on him. I probably let myself go in a way, but it feels right and comfortable. And Klein, he looks like he couldn't be prouder. He always takes such good care of me and he makes it all look so effortless. It makes me feel just as reassured. I close my eyes. The sound of keyboard clicking takes over my thoughts and it's comforting. I can't sleep. I've been trying to sleep for some time now, yet I just can't. I don't even feel tired, I feel too restless. This is so ridiculous. All I've been thinking about. Tonight I lie in bed with Klein by my side as usual. He's hugging me so tightly like I'd somehow leave his grip. It's become a habit for him to keep me close to him as we both sleep. He doesn't really let go. He probably thinks I'm asleep, but I'm not. I've just been keeping my eyes closed. I can't drift off to sleep, my thoughts keep coming back to Ethan. Maybe it's not my place to worry about him given what I did about Sarah's funeral, but I can't help but to think about it. It's already been months. He hasn't contacted me ever since. Ethan. I try to pull away from Klein's hug to get his attention, and I was right. He immediately opens his eyes to look down at me. Klein? Darling, you awake? It's so late, you know? I know, I just got woken up for some reason. I'm worried about Ethan. I don't want to. I've been trying to not, just like you said, but I can't help it. You need to keep me company tomorrow, okay? I still remember his address. It's a little difficult to see what kind of expression he's making right now with such dim lighting. But darling, didn't Ethan and Sarah? You know, they... They never really liked me, did they? Your late sister, I heard the things she said about me and about us. And Ethan, I don't exactly know why, but he's with Sarah, so he obviously shared an opinion. And Klein is right, the two of them didn't like him. Especially Sarah. I'm not entirely sure about Ethan, but what Klein just said was right. Sarah did try to separate us before, which maybe that's what led her to... No way that's true. What am I thinking? I know she doesn't deserve it. I shake my head and look up to see Klein. That's not up to him. I always feel safer with you by my side, Klein. Just come along with me tomorrow. Just a quick visit. I need to check up on him at least once or it's gonna eat up my mind. Okay, I understand. If it makes my darling feel safe, then it's my job to fulfill that. It's also your job to fulfill other parts of me. Bend over. We'll go to Ethan's place tomorrow, but you need to sleep for now, okay, darling? I nod and let out a quiet sigh. I'm glad he's agreeing. He smiles at my compliance and ruffles my hair gently while pulling me closer to him. Good. Sleep tight, my darling. Good night, Klein. Nighty-night. I close my eyes and try to rest this time. Talking to Klein about Ethan leaves me feeling a little more at ease. Not knowing how Klein's been has been gnawing at me for a while, and neither did not knowing how Klein would feel about me going to see him. Klein gently pulls me into his embrace, keeping me warm. I can feel him slowly leaning in, resting his chin on the nook of my neck as his fingers run through my hair. Now sleep tight, baby. He whispers before pressing a soft kiss to my cheek. I nod, unable to stop myself from smiling as I squeeze his hand wrapping around my waist a little tighter. Takes me a while to drift off, but eventually sleep comes. The next day during the afternoon, me and Klein took the bus ride to Ethan's place. It's not at all that far from my place, just a few stations away. Ethan lives in a 2-story building, flat all by himself. I only remember this place because I'd visited before when Sarah was still alive. Sorry, that line just moved too fast. Klein is standing right beside me with our hands intertwined together, and I know he's waiting for me to make the move. What's wrong, darling? Nervous? Yeah. I nod and nibble on my lower lip. I feel so nervous, I'm sweating so much and my heart is beating really fast. I know I should just go ahead and knock, but it feels so heavy too. Anxiety is consuming me. Don't worry too much, darling, I'm right here. Here, let me go ahead and do it for you. He goes ahead and knocks on the door for me. I take a deep breath while we wait for any response from Ethan. I let Klein's hand lightly brush against mine for reassurance. Even though he doesn't say anything, his presence alone helps me steady my nerves. I can feel how fast my heart is beating just from that alone. I don't know how to greet him, what to do, what to say, but I need to do this. I just need to see if he's alive and well and then I'll go. Door swings open and I see Ethan right in front of us. Oh, Yinny. It's rare to see you visit. His eyes move frantically all around the place, like he's thinking of what to say. Sorry, I have other plans today. He holds the doorknob and tries to close it. He's smiling but it feels off. Everything about him is. When is it, Ethan? Sorry, I know I've been busy and unable to visit. I also need some space to sort myself out, so yeah. But today his gaze feels empty and bleak. Even when I try and smile and speak to him, he's clearly not paying attention to what I'm saying. No, you don't need to come anymore, Yinny. His voice trails off as his gaze lands on Klein. Something in his eyes changes, like something inside him snaps. You're still with him? After everything? After what happened with Sarah? I thought you could see it. God, just how bad can things get? Ethan's voice cracks the more he speaks. It stings and I can tell he's not happy. She wouldn't want this. She wouldn't want you with him. You never really cared for her at all, did she? Did you? She did everything for you. How can you still be with that after everything? You have no idea what this is doing to me. What it's doing to you and to us. This is the first time Ethan has yelled at me like that. Ethan, hey! He steps back inside and nearly shuts the door on us, but Klein manages to stop him. Look at him. Klein does not look happy. He looks mad. Do you even know why she came to you that day? The day before she was murdered? Because of you. She was so worried about your well-being, that's the only reason. If she hadn't done that, if she hadn't stayed at that hotel, she might still be alive. She could still be here breathing and laughing and living with me, had she not done that. She cared so much about you, and yet you couldn't even honor her last wish. She told me the night before she left she wanted you to stop letting some android, some fiction swallow your life whole. She remembered who you were before all this, someone with big dreams, someone alive. It's not a way to live when you constantly run away from the things that matter. She wants you to stop doing that. She knows how you feel, Yinny, she really does. She understands how much your past scared you. But that doesn't mean you should keep running away from it. If not for him, that man, and now this thing. You might have stayed that way. Sarah just didn't want you to spiral again. No, enough. Ethan, I know you're grieving, but don't drag Yinny into your misery. My darling doesn't deserve to be torn open over and over by anyone else ever again. I'm here now and I take care of Yinny. That's all that matters, right? What's wrong with that? Look at him. He's getting creepy and scary. That man you lot keep clinging to, he's gone. It doesn't matter anymore, so why keep bringing him up? My darling is the happiest with me. I know you're hurting, of course, I get it. Just don't drag my Yinny into this, because if you do, you'll only be hurting Yinny more, and I won't let you do that. You too. No wonder Sarah couldn't stand you. She saw right through you from the start. You know better than him, I know now. I understand what she meant. Why she was so concerned of Yinny getting close to you, it all makes sense now. Why do you keep getting into things like this, Yinny? This is beyond me. Shut the fuck up. Do you want me to shut you down? Klein, you can't just threaten to kill a man. His eyes narrow with clear irritation towards Ethan. You can insult me however you want. I don't care. Just don't bring that man into this discussion again. What's in the past stays in the past. Maybe you could use that advice for yourself too, Ethan. Are you insulting me? An android like you has no say to speak on a human being's grief. You, what do you know of grief, Klein? What do you know of this? You can't cry, you can't bleed. And you can't love like we do. You love like a parasite that's learned how to mimic us. That's actually very true. Ethan, you know what? Go off. Go vent your frustrations. It makes for an interesting story. Ethan spits the words out, his face contorting between anger and despair. Your affection is distorted, it's not real. Lines of code driving Yinny away from everyone who truly cares about her. That's not love. You're just putting Yinny through the same thing she's gone through again and again. His voice breaks like he's trying to hold back his own tears. Just leave. I don't want you here anymore. You're gonna regret what you've done to yourself, Yinny. Yeah, you're probably right. Klein, who's been standing silently, takes a step back to my side. He looks at me with a mix of worry and anxiety over Ethan's breakdown. Darling, I think it's best if we leave. Ethan needs space. The way he speaks, he's not making sense anymore. He needs to clear his head up. And maybe we can talk to him again. Before I can say anything, Klein already speaks up for me. Hey Ethan, we'll be leaving now. And a piece of advice, stop wallowing in the past. That's how you humans move forward, isn't it? Ethan's hand curls tight around the doorknob for a moment before closing it shut. Klein tilts his head, clearly unbothered by his rage. Didn't even mention her. Mention him specifically. It's about time you stop clinging to the past, Ethan. You have no idea what I've gone through. You too, Yinny. Leave. I've nothing left to say. I've given up on you. On everything. Goodbye. See, I was right. He needed some space. I think he's just really looking forward to the plan he said he was going to do today. I think Ethan is actually going to murk himself, and I think we should check on him. Now, let's get home, darling. It's still a sunny day out. We can still enjoy our day. The road is still crowded at this hour, but for some reason my mind is quiet. All I can hear clearly is just our footsteps echoing me and Klein's. And there's also another thing in my mind right now. Ethan, why do you say stuff like that? You know, Klein, I think Ethan should be glad that we even paid him a visit today. Why was he so angry at me and you, and both of us? I'm sorry, I should have listened to you after all. Klein chuckles softly while his hand reaches out to ruffle my hair. Because he's lost his mind. His fiancée is dead, darling. Humans break in strange ways. I only know because I was programmed after one. He giggles and pulls me closer to him as we walk side by side. I lean against his chest slightly. Maybe, but Sarah's family never really liked me either. I was just always the adopted child. Sarah was the only one who really wanted me in her life, I guess. I feel my chest tighten as the words leave my mouth. I've always disliked Sarah's parents, and the feelings seem mutual. And maybe that's why Ethan hates you too. But that's alright. Because I don't. I'll always stay by your side, darling. You never lose me, Yinny. Not the way he lost her. Look at that expression. Look at this. Man is going to do something freaky soon. I'm actually pretty excited for it. I'm gonna be honest, I know Klein has killed people, but we haven't really seen much of it in person. I really hope that things will ramp up in situations where we're also present, because I think that'll be really interesting. We'll be together forever, and you know that. He kisses me and I kiss him back in return. Klein squeezes my hand tighter and we both skip back home. It's such a sunny day out. Maybe going outside today was really a mistake. I can't wait to be back home with Klein. To be continued in log 5. Oh, that's so exciting. Alright, before we discuss this, I do want to check out some alternate scenes, because there are some different scenarios that pop up if you're not as nice to Klein as we were in the playthrough just then, so we're gonna go do those. Alright, this time I'm gonna say we're really worried about Yale. Klein blinks at my words, tilting his head slightly to the side, as if what I just said took him aback. Darling? What about Yale? I'm just so sad, I really want to check on him. It's just... My voice trails off and I feel my chest tight like I'm going to cry. He looks at me silently, encouraging me to go on without interruption. What did you want to say, Yinny? It's just... I feel like I've neglected a lot of things, and I suppose Yale being one of those. With him getting attacked, it's one of the consequences. What do you mean, darling? You're not neglecting things, don't say that. It breaks my heart when I hear you say such things about yourself. Life happens, people grow apart, it's a natural part of life. Isn't it for you humans? I know them, and I know you especially better, baby. We've been together for years now. Wait, how long has it been? Don't blame yourself for things that are out of your control, darling. It's not your fault that your friend Yale got hurt. It kind of is, because you hurt him. Moreover, everyone knows he's capable of protecting himself, right? No one, including you, could have seen it coming. We're just living our lives all this time together, Yinny. If something happens to Yale, it's not really in our control. Isn't that so? Klein smiles at me, his other hand reaching out to my cheek and gently caressing it. I know he's just trying to comfort me, but it doesn't feel right. No matter what Klein would say to reassure me, my thoughts about Yale and the whole situation kept weighing on me. I can't just accept things as they flourish. I let out a grumble as I turned to the other side of the bed. I glanced at my laptop to see what time it is. 5:30 in the evening. I turned to the opposite side again and let out a sigh. I'm starting to feel bored. 3 days have passed since the police's visit to our place. I've tried time and time again to find different kinds of distractions, but my thoughts always drift back to Yale. The world around me feels like they're closing in, smaller and smaller each day. Yale. Is he really okay? I've been stuck here for far too long. I lift my head to look up at Klein, who'd been standing at the other side of the room near my desk. He seems to be cleaning up the desk for me. No wonder, since we were playing various kinds of board games the other night, and some movie marathon. It was fun, yeah. I know he's doing what he can to keep me happy, even without going outside or socializing with others as much. But I feel like it could only last so long. Nothing really works anymore. I can't shake this feeling of unease and dullness. I sit up on my bed and rub the side of my neck nervously. Klein doesn't always seem to be very approving of the idea of me going outside, especially without him. And I know it's not like we have much money to spend on these things either, but there are places that wouldn't be too pricey to pay a visit to, right? I convinced Klein to go outside. Klein? Yes, darling? He looks at me with the same familiar grin I've grown used to. What is it? So Klein, I was thinking, can we go somewhere together tonight? I'm a bit bored and feel cooped up. I don't even remember the last time I left the house. He looks at me in silence, his head tilting slightly to the side at my words. Oh, darling, but isn't it better to stay inside? You have everything you need right here. I need sunlight or I'll die. Me, comfort and safety? Why would you want to trade that for the chaos out there? Klein, I just want to go outside for a bit. It's not like I'm leaving you behind forever. Klein pouts a little, clearly reluctant with the simple idea of me going out for some reason. Darling? He whines, dragging out the syllable as he leans his head on my shoulder needily. Fine, we can go out. Let's try getting some fresh air, Make sure you get yourself changed before that. I don't want anyone else seeing what's mine. Your body. Oh, he's right, the shirt I wear at home is a bit loose and the pants I wear are always short. It's comfortable though. Okay, just a moment and I'll be ready. That's my good darling. I'll wait for you, let's step out when you're done. Hooray, the great outdoors! I'm glad I managed to get Klein and myself out for a walk. The fresh air is nice, but it's hard to forget everything that's been going on. Klein stays by my side the whole time, chatting and trying to cheer me up. But I can't help but feeling like something is off. I always feel this deep down, it never really goes away no matter what I do to relieve it. Especially when I started living alone with Klein. Such a nice day out. Maybe it'll be good for us to go out. Sorry I was being a little stubborn before. Klein smiles at me and skips a little bit as we walk hand in hand together. I let out a small chuckle and nod. That's why you should always listen to me. I like being obedient to you, but sometimes I also want to decide on things. You decide on everything. He pouts almost childishly while slowing down his steps to properly look at me with a little frown. I shake my head and playfully boop his nose, calling him silly. Oh, it's Yale's mom! A sickly-looking older woman stands before us. She looks at me with a mix of concern and relief. This lady, her hair, her bag, and her appearance. She must be Yale's mom. Last time we met was years ago. I think she's only gotten thinner since. Oh, Yinny. It's been far too long, sweetheart. I didn't expect to run into you today. How have you been holding up, dear? She stops in her steps and rubs my shoulder with a smile on her face. Her voice sounds as shaky and shrill as I remember it to be, but still as gentle as ever. Yale's still recovering himself, but he's been healing so much faster lately. It's such a blessing to see. He's mentioned you more than once, you know, dear. Why don't you stop by and see him if you have time? I'm sure it will brighten his whole day. He always speaks so fondly of you. I will. I was just thinking about visiting him. Is that so? I could see her eyes light up a little just at just what I said. I give her a slight nod, smiling reassuringly to confirm my words. Oh, sweetheart, Yale will be so happy to see you, truly. You should go on ahead now, alright? And please do be careful on your way there. She steps forward and places a hand on my shoulder, giving it a comforting rub. Klein, do not kill Yale's mum. I will be so mad at you. I will, thank you, Auntie. Her eyes trail to where Klein is standing by my side. I notice her smile falter ever so slightly when she sees him. How's Mr. Sonari doing? Oh, he's doing well, bless him. Always running around for work these days. He couldn't even come to pick me up today. But he should be back by this evening, hopefully just in time to see Yale, too. Now then, I should probably head off. I'll be taking a taxi home, it's not far. Please go ahead and enjoy your visit, dear. He needs you more than ever. I know Yale's mother has always been a bit unwell. Seeing her go alone worries me a little. But she should be fine. It shouldn't be a long ride back. I will. Please tell him I said hello. Have a good evening, Auntie. She smiles once more before turning around and slowly walking away from me. Klein has been by my side, silently observing our earlier conversation. I don't like how she looked at me. Guess some people just don't like androids like me, don't they? I mean, it's nothing new at this point. He pouts like a puppy denied treats. A little bit unexpected because he usually doesn't even mention it and acts like he didn't even hear it. I smile and give his side a gentle nudge. What's wrong, Klein? You're not fond of Yale's mom? You better be fond of Yale's mom. She seems sweet. Don't be silly, Yinny. She's glaring at me like I was some broken appliance. Like I don't belong here. I don't like it. I laugh under my breath and reach up to ruffle his hair slightly. But you're still going to see Yale? We were supposed to have our little, walk date at the park. We can have a walk date whenever. And I can't go with you. Hospitals don't like androids like me walking into the patient rooms. Right. I totally forgot about that. Oh, it's so silly. Silly rules. He whines just a little, leaning into my touch while looking at me. I mean, you can just wait outside while I visit Yale. What did you just say, darling? Klein leans back from my touch to stand up straight and look down at me. You're so obedient to these little rules I'm supposed to listen to. Don't you think my autonomy matters more than those measly rules? I thought you cared about me just as much as I do, darling. Hey! Don't be manipulative. I shake my head and smile nervously, feeling a bit anxious at his change of tone. No, Klein, it's not like that. It's just dangerous if I get you in trouble. You might end up being taken away from me. And I just don't want that. Klein's smile flickers before he rolls his eyes and lets out a sigh. Just because I'm an android. But that guy can see you whenever he wants. Where was that? What was that line? Good thing he's stuck in the hospital right now. Hey! Not that I'm happy he's stuck in the hospital or anything, of course. I mean, wait, that does sound awful. I just meant, never mind. You know what I mean, darling. I'm just sulking. I was just to ask what that was about, Klein. I laugh quietly as he groans into his hands. Okay, I understand. A good boyfriend behaves for his girlfriend after all. He takes my hand and kisses the top of it. Let's go there then, darling. I'll be good and wait for you outside while you visit him. We arrive at the hospital, and I look back at Klein and pat his shoulder. Thankfully, the hospital isn't as crowded as I expected, probably because it's a weekday. Klein, wait out here, okay? Oh, you won't take long, right? I feel a little unsure at his question. If I say I won't take long, I can't really promise him that either. I haven't seen Yale in a while now. He might still have some things he's been wanting to tell me. And honestly, me too. Darling? I didn't realize I'd zoned out. Klein tilts his head slightly to the side as he waits for me to speak. Yeah, it won't take long, I promise. Just give me around 20 minutes. That's gonna be all. No, we shouldn't make promises like that. You should visit your friend if you want to. A little generous, but okay. What the hell? I'll wait here patiently until the time ends. Have a nice visit. Thank you. Give me a little kiss before you leave. Did you forget? Oh, Klein, it won't take long. He leans down for me to kiss his cheek and lets out a soft giggle as I did. I'm just clingy. Hehe, I love you so much. Go on now. I smile and quickly make my way to the hospital building. I stop by the receptionist desk to check in. Hi, I'm here to register a visit for the patient, Mr. Yale. Yale Sonari? Oh, good day. May I see a valid ID, please? Sure, here. I hand over my ID and nervously wait for the nurse to check her screen and type something in. Are you listed as an approved visitor? I think so. I just spoke to his mother earlier on my way here. She wanted me to visit her son. I guess she added me? Right, let me double check his visitor list. Just one moment. Thank you. Yes, you're listed here under Miss Sonari's authorization. Looks like everything's in order. Please take this visitor badge and keep it visible at all times when you're on the premises. Thank you. His room is 432. The elevator is down the hall to your left. In a haste, I finally make it to Yale's room. Oh, I feel so bad for him. Yale? He slowly sits up in bed, looking pale but otherwise okay. He looks surprised but smiles weakly when he sees me. Yinny, I wasn't expecting you to come. I sit by his side and nod, looking at him with concern. Yale seems to be in a lot of pain despite his mother's words about how he's feeling well. He doesn't look like it at all. His breathing sounds labored. On top of that, he looks like he's lost some weight. Sorry for stopping by without notice, Yale. I just had to check on you. I couldn't just ignore what happened. I kept thinking about you. And I also want to say sorry for how long it took for me to pay you a visit. How have you been doing? Yale smiles softly and shakes his head. I'm fine, it's been okay. The doctors are taking very good care of me. Moreover, I know you're busy, so thank you for making the time to come today. I'm just really happy that you decided to visit. His words catch me off guard. He sounds sincere, but there's something distant in the way he says it. He bit his lower lip slightly as his smile falters, looking around the room for a bit as his grip on the blanket tightens. How have things been for you? As I think of a response, I hear ruckus coming from out of the hallway. I couldn't quite hear what it is from here. Oh god, Klein! I can't even have a moment with my friend? This is doing too much. Darling! Found you. The nurse wouldn't tell me which room you went to. You know, I was just... Klein, you're supposed to wait outside. He freezes for half a second, just long enough for a flicker of annoyance to cross his face. But just as quickly, it melts into a playful and childish pout. Oh, I know. You're making Yale uncomfortable. Look at him. Leave him alone. Look at him. You made him upset. But darling, you were taking so long. You can't blame me for getting worried, you know? I have a phone. He sidles closer anyway, slipping into the room as if he belongs there. His gaze lands on Yale for a moment. Hi, Yale. Nice to meet you. I'm Yinny's boyfriend. Oh, you don't look so well. Yale shifts uncomfortably but doesn't speak just yet. Why not so loud? Stop bothering the other patients. But darling, it's the truth. Yale hasn't been saying anything for a while now. When he does, it's just him making noises like something's stuck in his throat. That is... You're with him now, Yinny. Yale looks a little pale as he says that, his hand reaching out to his scarred neck. Klein, on the other hand, smiling as usual. He bends down a little bit to meet his eye level and waves his hand at him. Yale, I've heard a lot about you from Yinny before. Earlier this morning, a group of policemen visited us asking about you. That got us so worried. Get out! I'm so sorry about what happened to you. They said you got hurt. Someone wanted to kill you. They said the wound was pretty bad. Doesn't seem like the wound is severe. But somehow now it looks like it is. Klein lets out a small giggle before leaning back and standing up straight. Anyways, I'm glad I got to see you here with my darling. As a good boyfriend, I should keep my girlfriend company at all times, right? No? Poor Yale. My neck snaps to look at Yale, who just made wheezing noises. Yale? Help him calm down and call the nurse. Yale, you okay? What's wrong? I quickly move closer to him and try and calm him down while my eyes and hands try to grasp for the emergency button near his bed. If the nurse isn't here yet, the least I can do is try calming him down first. His chest rises and falls rapidly, making me worry even more. My gaze flickers back to his. Eyes widen and surprised at something behind me. I look back and see Klein stepping forward, approaching us. No, not you. Please. Yale jerks his arm, attempting to push Klein away from his sight, only to fail and cover his own eyes instead. He cowers there like a child, fearing for his life. He keeps shaking his head frantically. What the hell? Klein, get the hell out! I feel so bad for him. What? What's wrong with him? I just want to help. Why is he so scared of me? Klein! I look back at Yale, who's still acting the same way, begging for me to make Klein go. But Klein doesn't seem to understand my cue. He just stands there cluelessly, watching Yale tremble in fear. Yale, what's wrong? It's just Klein. He's my... You hear that? I'm just Edie's boyfriend. I just want to get along with you, Yale. Get out! Not paying too much attention to his words, I reach out to Yale's damp forehead and brush his stray hair that was sticking there. I don't know what to do. Yale seems terrified. Hurt him. The one who hurt me. Seriously now? Come on, I just want to help. Yale, please. Where's the nurse at? It sounds like Yale's just choking on his own breath now. I'll go out and call the nurse, okay? The button doesn't seem to be working. Darling, wait. I don't stop to listen to Klein and keep rushing down the halls. I turn my face away from him as I bite my lower lip, gripping on the doorknob. You... Oh, thank God. I thought we were going to leave Klein in there with Yale. The earlier wheezing noises that echoed in the room is now silenced by sudden footsteps and murmurs of the hospital. Right there, right before us, a nurse walks by and Klein attempts to stop her. She halts in her steps and looks at both of us. Excuse me, androids aren't allowed in patient rooms nor hospital hallways to begin with. Yeah, the android from earlier is here. He managed to sneak in. Whoops. How can an android misbehave? Jesus, this is why I hate you lot. Hey, whoa, hang on a second. Come this way, please. Follow the security guy towards the exit. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just programmed to be with my darling at all times. I'm in no way misbehaving, miss. Klein smiles cheerfully and gently grabs my wrist. Simple. It's just Yinny who owns me. But we've been here for too long, so we will go home now. No need to taunt me twice. I'm not deaf. I can feel Klein's arm nudging me to move like he's impatient. I barely got any time with Yale. Sorry, we're leaving now. But could you please check on Yale in room 432? He's wheezing, kinda badly. I think it's his asthma. The nurse's eyes flicker with surprise and she clicks her tongue. Without another word, she rushes off to Yale's room. Klein turns to me, his usual playful smile softening faintly with something like relief. Glad to see Yale's okay, right? Yeah? I sound even unsure of myself. I didn't even get to see anything. I got 2 sentences before you barged in. Returning home, I sit on my chair and let out a sigh. Darling. Klein sits right next to me and leans down to grab my chin and kiss me. Klein, you should ask for permission first. I whisper out in between kisses, slightly attempting to push him away. I'm not particularly in the mood for this right now. I still find myself worrying about Yale. What's wrong? It's not like you say no either way, right? I don't like getting pushed away, but fine. He gives me one last kiss before pulling away and looking up at me with a small pout. Sorry, Klein, I'm not in the mood tonight. I think I just want to shower and get ready for bed. But? I shake my head and shush his lips, smiling softly. I don't have any appetite, but thanks, Klein. Don't worry about you, darling. Ever since visiting Yale, you've been looking so down. Yeah, because you ruined it. I didn't even get to visit him. I got 2 sentences out before you just barged in. It's okay to skip one dinner, but still, you need to eat a little. What about dessert? We still have some of the pineapple. I'll prepare it for you and then you'll eat it, okay? Go shower and I'll have it ready for you by the bed. It's always like this with Klein. I never have room to say no. But it's not like I have the energy to do so tonight. So I just nod with a smile and he seems happy about that. Alright, some pineapple will be fine, just not too much, since I might not be able to finish it. I've got you, doll. Okay, I skipped forward a little bit because the scene was basically pretty much the same. But if we pick the options that, I guess, aren't coddling Klein, we get a different outcome when it comes to visiting Ethan. So we can either leave Klein and go on our own or agree for Klein to come along. So I think I'm going to do this first. No, Klein, I'm going alone. I just need to check on him by myself. I think it's best if I go on my own. Klein's hand tightens on my arm, not painfully but firm enough to make my breath hitch in surprise. I'm only worried about you know that, right? You say that as if I make things difficult. You do! I know, but Ethan needs space. This isn't anything against you, Klein. It's just one of those times where it's best if I speak with him alone. For a moment, Klein doesn't move nor say anything. He just stares at me, looking slightly displeased by my decision. Alright, fine. I understand, darling. Just be sure you return quickly, okay? Eat a little something before you leave. I'll bring some food for you. Without even waiting for my reply, he leaves the room. That's a little unexpected. He's usually very stubborn about wanting to stay by my side every time. But I'm glad he's being easy. I'm not sure if I have the energy to argue with Klein. During the afternoon, I took the bus ride to Ethan's place alone. It's not all that far from my place, just a few stations away. Ethan lives in a 2-story building flat all by himself. I only remember this place because I had visited before when Sarah was still alive. And he mentioned he was going to move in with Sarah to a proper house prior to their marriage but never got around to it. Obviously because she's gone. I take a deep breath and prepare myself to knock on the door. I hesitate and nibble on my lower lip. I know I should just go ahead and knock. But it feels so heavy to do this and I feel so anxious and guilty. I reach my hand out and finally make a few knocks on the door. The door swings open shortly after and I see Ethan right in front of me. Oh, Yinny. It's rare to see you visit. His eyes move frantically all around the place. It's like he's thinking on what to say. I'm sorry, I have other plans today. He holds the doorknob and tries to close it. He's smiling, but it feels off. Everything about him is. What is it, Ethan? Sorry, I know I've been busy and unable to visit, but I need some space to sort myself out, so yeah. But today His gaze feels empty and bleak, even when I try and smile and speak with him. He's clearly not paying attention to what I'm saying. What was that? I couldn't hear you. Like I said, I wasn't expecting you to come today. I had other plans. Ethan looks really out of it. I don't think he's even listening to me. No, Ethan, please, I just wanted to talk to you today. Just for a bit and then I'll go. Ethan lets out a small chuckle and laughs bitterly. I'm not in the right place for this, Yinny. Not today. Please respect my boundary. He turns around and tries to shut the door, but I gently press my hand against it. I know I've been distant too, and I'm sorry. I didn't know what to do. There was so much going on. But please, can we just talk? Even if it's just for 5 minutes, I've been really worried about you, Ethan. You never replied to any of the texts I sent you, and you didn't pick up my calls. There's a long pause. His fingers linger on the door handle. Okay, 5 minutes, and then you will leave. From Ethan, out of all people, the one who always talks so softly and considerately. To hear him speak so curtly like that feels cruel. This really isn't him. Thank you, but this is better than nothing at all. At least he didn't shut me out completely. I follow right behind his steps before closing the door behind me. Ethan walks off and takes a seat at the couch while I look around the place quietly. The house is quiet and dim. Neat but a little dusty. It's almost like a display room than someone's home. The place used to be so lively. Ethan moves to clean up a few things near the table, one of it being a framed photo of him and Sarah. They both always look so happy with each other. It hurts so much to think about the life they both could have had just ripped away like that in one night. When he leans against the nearby wall, I catch a glimpse of something behind the framed photos on display. What is that? I squint my eyes to have a better grasp of what the item could be, and I can tell that it's a gun. What am I thinking for? Obviously I should pick it up. I swiftly reach out for the gun with careful fingers, but just as I did, Ethan glances my way. Don't touch something dangerous. I forgot this was here, sorry, I was cleaning. It's part of one of the cases I'm investigating. Why do you have evidence at home? He picks up the gun and puts it on a nearby shelf. Really? I don't know why, but I find it hard to believe. I glance at Ethan, who's looking at a framed photo of him and Sarah, grasping it longingly. He doesn't seem to notice that his gun is sprawled out there just like that yet. Pick it up. He couldn't be planning on keeping that for good use. What is he thinking? I swiftly reach out for the gun with careful fingers, immediately shoving it into my bag just as quickly. I don't know why I did it. Maybe I just don't want him to realize what I did. I feel like if we take it, then maybe in the next log, he's not going to hurt himself. I just have a bad feeling about this. He's a lawyer. He shouldn't be needing a gun like that, right? I'm sorry, my place is a mess. To be honest, I was in the middle of cleaning. Were you looking at our photo? He steps over and gently picks up the framed picture of them smiling side by side. It seems to be a picture taken from one of their trips overseas together. She always looked so pretty. She had such a bright soul, didn't she? I miss her so much. And to think that's the face I used to see every day. And the same face I saw when I found her, just lifeless. I just kept thinking that I wasn't there. I wasn't there when Sarah... His voice breaks the more he speaks. The way they said she was found, it wasn't humane. Her face, her head. I can't get the picture out of my head. I can't sleep. Every time I close my eyes, I just see her like that. She looked like she died scared. Her face was so pale, her mouth slack, and her blood was everywhere. Part of it was gone, bashing so hard it didn't hold. He brings a hand to his mouth like he's gonna throw up. I don't want to see that again. Please. I'm actually going crazy. Every time I close my eyes, I see that. I see her just like that. And corpse, her face. Sarah's dead. She's gone forever. In such a grotesque way. Try to comfort him. Ethan, please. I'm sorry, I'm not entirely sure what to say here either, but none of that is your fault, not anyone's. The fault lies in the murderer alone, so you have to believe this. I feel guilty too, And the fact that she visited because she wanted to check up on me too. It feels like I'm more to blame here, actually. I try so hard not to believe it's not my fault, but it's really difficult. Ethan doesn't say anything as I keep talking. He doesn't even look at me, he just keeps sobbing. Yet you're still seeing that android, aren't you? Please tell me that I'm wrong. After all Sarah did for you, please tell me that you did. About that. My heart caught in my throat and I'm not sure what to say. I literally had to ignore Klein entirely just now because he wouldn't let me visit Ethan alone. But with the state that Ethan is in right now, I lie or tell the truth. Oh god. Lie. I'm actually not seeing him anymore. The lie tastes sharp on my tongue, but the look on Ethan's face is unbearable. If saying this brings him an ounce of peace, maybe it's okay just for now. You really aren't? He looks so hopeful and relieved that it stings. I quickly nod frantically without thinking too much of the fact that I'm lying right now. Yeah, I stopped. I uninstalled him. All of him. Gone. Ethan finally looks at me. His eyes are glassy from the tears, looking exhausted and desperate for what I just said to be true. Great. Now I'm lying to someone who's upset. Thank you. Thank you, Yinny. Thank God. I really can't lose anyone else. I can't look at another person I care about and wonder if I could have stopped it. Sarah trusted you. She cared so much about you. She just wanted you to be safe, to be okay, to be who you once were. Someone with big dreams, someone who isn't shackled by their past, despite how painful it is to bear. He wipes at his face with the back of his shaking hand. Just stay away from it, please. And not just him, from anything like it. For her sake, and for yours. It's really her only last wish, for you to be happy and well. I smile at his words, but part of me twists with guilt. Klein's face flashes in my mind. The way he watches my every move and clings to me. I swallow hard and nod. Okay, I feel bad, but it's the only answer he can handle. Ethan stands up and moves to the door, reaching for the knob as he steps closer. Ethan, wait. It's alright, Yandere. Not everything needs to be said to be understood. Just knowing that you tried to listen to Sarah's last wish that already means something. Oh, I feel so bad. He takes my wrist in a firm grip and guides me towards the doorway, his other hand already pulling the door open. He ushers me out onto the doorstep with a gentle but unmistakable push. I told you I had plans today, Yandere. Would you be so kind to let me follow through with my own day? I'm not really sure what it is, but something about the way he said it leaves a bad taste on my tongue. Goodbye, Yandere, please. Promise me you'll keep your word. That's all I ask for. I won't be able to ask again, after all. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, I'm glad I took the gun then. The door shuts in my face before I can stop him. Ethan, wait, I still want to talk. Trying to knock again. I swallow hard enough and knock again a little louder this time. Ethan, I'm still worried. I'm glad to see you're okay, but please, I still want to talk just for a little. Silence. I don't think he's ever going to answer at all. Alright, I'll go ahead and give you some space, but please be safe. I'll try and visit you again in the upcoming days, okay? We should spend some time together outside, okay? I step back staring at the closed door for a moment before hoping for an answer. But there's nothing. I finally turn around and walk away. Even as I start walking down the streets the way Ethan spoke to me earlier, I kept thinking about it. It's still as sunny as it was when I left home, but something feels different. The sun feels hazy and gloomy. I'm halfway down the block when a shape shifts at the edge of my vision. Oh god. I turn my back around and see a familiar silhouette step out from the shade of a nearby shop. Klein? Darling, there you are. I was so worried about you. How dare you left me just like that? Okay, now you're really starting to piss me off. I thought you cared about me. Klein, what? What? Why? No, I didn't think you'd be following me around. I told you to stay home. Following? I was just making sure you were safe. Don't say it like I'm some kind of stalker, but you are. I'm just doing what a good boyfriend should be doing. I can't keep myself still knowing you're outside without me by your side. What if my darling gets lost? I have a phone. There's something in his eyes. Something that doesn't match the warmth and cheery tone in his voice. I can feel it. It's not genuine. Just how long has he been standing there? Klein, I told you to... Tell me what, darling? You just said you were going to go see Ethan. Stop making it sound like I'm in the wrong. You never said I had to stay home. So I didn't. That's not... I try to push back, but the words die in my throat. A part of me knows it won't matter what I say. Klein pulls me into his embrace, his hand caressing the back of my head, running his fingers through my hair. That's okay, darling, I know. I'm here now. My poor baby. Let's get home together, okay? I'm so happy you're safe. I hesitantly raise my hands. Not sure if I should return the hug. To be continued in log 5. Yeah, don't return it. Okay, back here, I'm gonna tell the truth. Actually, I'm still seeing him. Ethan, who'd been wiping his tears, goes completely still at my words. What? I'm not defending him, things are complicated. We're always together, he won't leave me alone tonight. Ethan's expression shatters, his breath catches in his throat like something inside him collapses. Why would you still, after everything she tried to protect you from? Why wouldn't you understand? She died because of you and you still couldn't understand. Ethan, you have to understand I'm not choosing him over Sarah. But you are. Can't you see that? You're letting that thing, that imitation, consume your life so much that you can't even tell what's good for you anymore. She begged me to make sure you didn't fall into something like this again. Why do you keep getting into things like this? This is beyond me. Ethan, it's not your fault, but... Then whose is it? His knees almost buckle as he braces a hand against the table. She loved you, she cared so much about you. And now she's gone and you're still clinging to that machine. Please don't do this to yourself or to me or to her memory. He looks at me like I'm slipping through his fingers. I can't lose anyone else. Not after the way she died. Not after what I saw. Ethan, I can't talk about this anymore. Not right now. I'm sorry, I just can't. Your visit wasn't meant to be this long anyway. Ethan stands up and moves towards the door, reaching for the knob as he steps closer. Ethan, wait! It's alright, Yandere. Not everything needs to be said to be understood. He takes my wrist in a firm grip and guides me towards the doorway, his other hand already pulling the door open. He ushers me out onto the doorstep with a gentle but unmistakable push. I told you I had plans today, Yandere. Goodbye. Try to knock again. I swallow hard and knock again. Ethan, just talk to me for a second. I'm worried. I didn't mean to upset you. At least promise me you're okay. I lean my ear closer to the door and hear a soft clack from inside, something metal. I'm not sure. Ethan, what was that? What's happening? Still silence. I don't think he's ever going to answer at all. Alright, I'll go ahead and give you some space, but please be safe. Okay, this time, I'm just going to leave the gun, and then I want to see what happens. Okay, so he ushers us out, and then we hear something metal. Still silence. Okay, so he doesn't do anything yet. I think what he does if you leave him with the gun is something that will happen in the next log. Okay, one last thing I want to check. I will agree for Klein to come along. Alright, fine, you can come. I see the immediate change in his expression, his eyes lit up at my obedience. That's better, I knew you always make the right choice. He cups my cheek gently, thumbs brushing my skin like he's claiming it. I'll keep you safe, always and forever. Look at his expression. Don't worry about a thing. Whatever state Ethan is in, I'll handle it. I don't like how he's talking about Ethan like he's some dangerous lunatic. Yeah, let's just go, okay? Just be sure we'll return quickly, okay? Eat a little something before you leave. I'll make some food for us. Yeah, so the argument's pretty much the same, but then it changes a little bit here. Darling, I think it's best if we leave. Ethan needs space. The way he speaks, he's not making sense anymore. He needs to clear his head up, and maybe we can talk to him again. Wait, Klein! I need to tell him about the object Ethan has been holding onto just a bit obscured behind his body. I think it's a gun. What is he planning to do with that? I pull him down slightly so I can whisper into his ear. Ow, what is it? A gun! Klein, a gun! Ethan has been holding onto it the whole time, don't you see it? Klein's eyes narrow as he looks towards Ethan, but then, just as he steps further inside and the right side of his body disappears behind the door. I don't see it, darling. Are you really sure it's there? Klein just doesn't want to take it because he hopes Ethan will go through with whatever he wants to do. Call out Ethan. Ethan, what is that in your hand? I yell, pointing at his right arm right where I saw it. What? His grip tightens around the doorframe. Hey, don't be like that, darling. Calm down. Ethan already has a lot on his plate. You shouldn't yell at him, you know? No, don't put words in my mouth. I just want you two to leave. Leave me be. Leave. What? I was standing up for you, Ethan. Geez, don't yell at my precious darling like that. We've only been worried about your well-being. Instead of taking your anger out on innocent people like Yandere, I think you should sit down and be honest with yourself. Why don't you do something else to make yourself feel better? Don't bottle it up until it eats you alive. Only you know deep down what it takes to have that relief, Ethan. What you truly want out of all this pain you're feeling. Ethan's breathing grows uneven at Klein's words. He glares at him with his fingers curling against the doorframe like he's trying to hold back. You think this pain is what I want? You think I wanted Sarah to die? Nope, never said that. Didn't even mention her name. Instead, I think you want it to stop, right? Stop goading him to do it. Anyone in your position would. I get it. You're seriously sick. What do you even know by that? Leave. Right away. Leave! My stomach drops at the way he yells at us. This isn't right. Before I can say anything, Ethan slams the door shut. Klein tilts his head, clearly unbothered by Ethan's rage. Fine, we'll be leaving now. You too. You have no idea what I've gone through. Leave, I have nothing to say. I've given up on you. Goodbye. See, I was right. He just needed some space. I think he's just really looking forward to the plan he said he was going to do today. Now let's go home, darling. It's still just a sunny day out. We can still enjoy our day. I keep thinking about the things Ethan said to me. I wanted to make things up with him, but I feel like I just made things worse between us. What's wrong, darling? Don't look so down. Ethan's okay. He will be. He's just going through things right now, okay? Just like you before you met me, but look at where we are now. See how far you've come. He will be okay, just as you are with me, Yandere. The more he talks, the less any of this feels right. I don't know anymore. I don't even know how to feel about this. I'm sorry, Ethan. I'm so sorry, Sarah. I feel sick to my stomach. This is everything I've been ignoring all along. How did I let things go this bad? What have I been doing to myself in my life? To be continued in log 5. I feel like I kind of like the route where we don't completely coddle and fall for Klein, because I feel like that gets really interesting. But that was my playthrough of Klein's route in logs 3 to 4. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I think Klein is definitely starting to anger me a little bit in a way that he's narratively supposed to, because he's slowly cutting off our autonomy, cutting off our ability to make choices, removing our privacy, which are all very deliberate things designed to make us feel alone and be reliant on him. And I'm really worried about future logs because I think it's going to get worse and worse. So I'm pretty excited to see how this goes. I think his innocent act is definitely a manipulation. For the next log, what I'm going to do is probably continue the route where the MC doesn't love Klein as much, and also the one where we stole the weapon from Ethan, because that's also the same route in which we lied to him about Klein, so it'll be really interesting to see what happens with that dynamic. But overall, it was really sad to see the impact that this has been having on Ethan and how Yale's been affected as well. I really hope MC is able to, I guess, figure out the signs and get themselves away safely, and also keep the loved ones around them safe as well, because I'm really worried about what might happen. But yeah, I know Owl's route is also out now as well, so I'm definitely going to be doing a playthrough for that, so keep your eyes peeled because I can't wait to do that one as well. And of course, if you guys want to check out Klein yourself and play through the new route and all the new branches, the link is in the description box below. And if you want to support my channel, my Patreon is also there as well. Supporting is not mandatory, just very appreciated. But thank you so much again, and until the next section of Man, take care.